Hello from Fine Arts. Today we're going to draw a bald eagle with an American flag. We're going to start by drawing a border. Here we go. I'm going to start with a Sharpie, but you are welcome to start with whatever supply you have. Start on the left side, straight line down, straight line across, straight line down, straight line across. And make sure you sign your artwork. Put your name on the bottom. This way our painting has a border. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is draw the bald eagle on the right side. And if you want your paper to go the other direction, you can. For this painting, I did it horizontal, but you're welcome to change it. So I'm going to start with the head of the bald eagle kind of on the right side, and I'm kind of going to draw an arc around, and then the back of the head, kind of like that. And then for the beak, it's sort of like a heart. So I come around this way, one side of the heart, and the rest of the heart. Since we love our bald eagle, I'm going to draw a line right here for the bottom, and a line to give it some texture, an oval, fill it in a little bit. And then for the side, let's continue this down, just doing some triangles. There we go. And then the fur that goes all the way around are feathers. They're just like V's all the way to the edge. Maybe there's another set. Just some V's. Just like that. Now the eye is important. So we're going to kind of start in the middle, and I'm going to do kind of like a little mountain. And I'm going to draw round, big eyes. I'm going to draw a circle here. Inside the circle, I'm going to draw a little circle. I'm going to leave that white. So I'm going to fill this in black. And you're welcome to use a crayon if you want, or markers. Okay, then I want to give the eye some more details. A little bit of a line here, and then arch, and then little arch. There we go. And then I'm going to put the flag behind it. So this is very open-ended. So I'm going to start with, actually, before I do the stars, I'm going to start here on the bottom, and I'm just going to do like a wave. One, I'm going to do another one. There we go. Another one following that same pattern. And maybe one more. Okay. And then over here, I want to do this part, which is going to be blue. So we're going to curl down and around. And I'm going to continue my stripes across kind of the same length. But again, I kind of made them open-ended, curled. And this one looks like it comes down across this way. And let's see, do one more. Maybe one more. There we go. And then for the stars, it was very open-ended. So here's how I do my stars. And again, you're welcome to do, I was able to get 6 to fit. But this actually looks smaller, so I think I might only get to do 4. Maybe I'll try to do 5. So here's how I'm going to do it. You start with, like you're making an A. There's my point. Then you're going to do 2 points in the side, kind of like arms. And then you need 2 points for the feet. So 5-sided star. And maybe I'll put one down here in the middle. So kind of like the head, arms, legs. Cool. Do another one over here. Like you're making an A. And again, this is very freehand, open-ended. One more. You're welcome to change it. Okay, now I'm going to put the lid on my Sharpie. Now I'm going to grab my crayons, and first thing I'm going to do is grab my blue crayon, and the crayon's going to help with the paint. So I'm going to outline my stars with that blue crayon, which will keep those stars white. So outline those stars. Okay, and then we're also going to outline this with our crayon because it will create a border so that the blue paint doesn't mix. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to put away my blue crayon. Okay, now I'm going to grab my red crayon, and I'm going to do, you figure out your pattern, red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white. Maybe I'll start at the bottom. So I'm going to outline with red, just so there's a border. And again, you might have a different number of stripes. There we go. So this one's red, this one's white, the next one would be red. This is going to keep our paint from the red bleeding over into the white. And that in red, so red, white, red, white. This one's red. And I decided to do kind of like an open-ended American flag so that there's no mistakes with wanting the straight lines. Okay, there we go. Red, white, red, right up here. So we're just going to leave the white. So that top one will be white. Oh, this one over here will be red. And this one will be white. And this one will be red, kind of in here. Just that little piece, okay? Then I also want to outline the beak. I'm gonna grab my orange, and I'm gonna outline that heart, because I love bald eagles. They're amazing birds. Here we go. And we also want to add other colors to the beak. I'm gonna use some yellow, right there, some yellow and some orange. And why not add the feathers, some texture for the feathers. So let's just do some of that where we just go over some of these okay, there we go. All right, now we're going to get ready to paint. So get your paints, or you can use whatever you have. Get your water. And I use a paper towel to help me. Make sure you can see this. Okay, I'm going to start with yellow. I always like to start with the lightest color, so get your brush wet. Wake up the paint. Start with that eye. Ooh, there's a lot of water on mine, so wipe some of that off. Okay, then on the beak that's heart-shaped, because I love it, we're going to put some yellow in here first. And then I'm going to switch to orange. So wake up your orange. Good morning, orange. And we're going to spill that in. Notice the border of that crayon keeps it. It resists the color. There we go. And if it looks two-toned, that's good. Okay. Now I'm going to do the blue. Wake up the blue. Okay, I'm going to leave those stars white. And I'm going to just fill it in. Okay. Now I'm going to let that dry. And I'm going to do the red. Wake up the red. Maybe I'll start over here. And if your red looks pink, that means you've used too much water. So wipe some of that water off. Go nice and slow. I'm going to start painting at the top so I don't smear it with my hand. And I kind of did the crayon step pretty fast because we're filming, but you could go nice and slow and get them perfect if you want, but they don't need to be perfect, but if you like straighter, you can do that. You can also do this with marker, colored pencils. Be careful not to mix that red and blue. They'll make purple. Notice I'm going nice and slow. And that crayon is my border, keeping the paint inside. And the top of the eagle is, there we go. You get red on the top of the eagle that's supposed to be white. You can just use your water. Try to wipe it up. Comes right up. Not a big deal. Just gotta go slow. Listen to calming music. It's pretty great. And sometimes the red might dry a little bit lighter. You can do 2 coats if you want it to be more vibrant. And let that dry. And then when I did the feathers, I used brown, but then I also threw in some black. I'll show you. Clean your brush. So I put brown in first, being careful around that red. I'm going to leave the top white. And you take your brush and you just straight line all the way down. Down at the bottom, straight line all the way across. Going nice and slow. Then you fill it in. And then I grab the black, just a little tiny bit of black at the top of your paint, just a little tiny bit, not too much. And I just kind of threw some black in there in some spots, and notice when you put the black with the brown, it kind of makes it dark brown, not too much black. And just kind of play with it. Gives it a little bit of variation. and take a look if there's anything else you want to fix. Go back and round those stars nice and slow. And take a look at the red stripes. You do a second coat, it makes it a little bit brighter. Okay, I hope you had fun in fine arts today. Until next time, bye!